Hey guys, the X9 Green here. Look who's back. I finally got my 2023 Honda Pilot back, the white one. The black one was the loaner vehicle we've had for the last 4 months. And we put 7,000 miles on that other one. Anyway, I'm going to go over a little bit of things of what they told me happened to this and the paperwork. But another couple things is this definitely feels, this is the trim level above the other one. This is the EXL, and it definitely feels nicer and more luxurious. And definitely recommend it. And a couple of things that definitely I liked is back to the leather. Even the steering wheel feels so much nicer. This display is bigger and a little bit more elegant. The ride even kind of feels a little bit more luxurious, even though I'm still... I can't remember I mentioned this on my very first video about this, but I think the tires are out of balance, or there's something going on the very front left, because I feel a vibration. And I had kind of forgot about it because I got used to it. But after just driving, so this dealership's like 30 miles away, so after just being in the black one for a long time and driving up there, and as soon as I hop back in this one, I can definitely feel something's wrong with that. So I'm going to keep you updated on that. But I just put I'll show you the mileage real quick. Oh, this also has the EXL has this seat memory for 2 seats, which is super nice. And it's got all the electric seats, including the lumbar, which the basic one does not have, which was driving me nuts because I definitely need that. So when I dropped this off at the dealership, it had 5,699 miles. They said they put like 18 or 20 miles on it, testing it, and then I just drove it home. So I just put, like 30 miles on it, and everything is seeming and acting completely normal. What they ended up telling me happened is they've always been telling me it was a head. They thought something inside the head had grenaded or let go. Well, once they got the head completely off, and it's how they originally got to the head, and it was the front head, because this engine's in the compartment sideways, was the code that was throwing was it saying it was on the front head. So they took it off and took it apart, or partially took it apart to see if they could find what was going on with it. And they actually said after they inspected it very closely, they couldn't find anything that had broken or let go, or there was no shavings of metal or anything like that. And that's why they're pretty confident it didn't affect the motor in any way, other shape, or form. They were thinking might even possibly some of the sensors, which I don't know how many sensors or solenoids, may have failed internally, but they didn't take them apart either. They just kind of looked at everything visually from the outside. And it was sent off to Honda corporate because this is kind of one of the first failures it's kind of had like that. But they said it might even possibly have just been a sensor or internal sensor or something. But that's why it took so long, is they wanted a whole entire head just shipped from Honda, and they could just bolt right on with a new gasket, of course, and a few other small things. But they couldn't get that, so they finally ordered every single part separately, it sounds like, including a new head, just the bare head. And I'm trying to turn lights on here. So the bare head. So this is the parts list. So it's just, most of these are just like gasket, bolts, tons of bolts, valve assembly, 16 washers, 22 bolts, a whole bunch of... They usually don't, when they're doing a lot of this stuff nowadays, they don't reuse bolts and stuff like that. So that's what all those are. Go to the second page, and they did that. 12 rocker arms, shims, lifters, the general front cylinder head, injector sets. So it looks like they only did one. assuming there's 3 per cylinder or 3 per head, so I'm not sure why they only did one of those. And then they did add coolant or clear the coolant out. But the description says, replace front bank cylinder head assembly, bare head. Replaced all valve buckets and rocker tappets. Performed oil change, bled cooling system, and drove for 18 miles. Multi-point inspection, so they must have not found anything else on the inspection. And of course, this was warranty, so it was $0 on it. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on how it ends up doing after you get more miles on it. And like I said in my other video, the owner we had, we put 7,000 miles on it, and there was nothing wrong that I ever found on that anywhere. And I'll also keep updated on this vibration, because now I know, well, I was reminded because I forgot that there's definitely some sort of vibration on this vehicle, and it might just be a tire balance, but we'll keep digging into that. So, all right, guys, until the next time.